Hey, I'm live. Let me do a quick little share with you. Maybe not. So come on in, come on in, come on in. Everything in life is because I first dreamed it. And so that's what I want to talk about with you today. Is God wants to give you the desires of your heart. My business is Dare to Dream. I believe in dreams. How many times, over 600 times, God talks about dreams in the Bible? Literally. Dreams inspire us, but goals change your life. And our goals become our desires, and our desires become our intentions, and our intentions become our life. At the end of the day, we could keep making excuses. Why we not going to get up and go to the gym? Why we not going to go walk? Why we not going to drink the water we're supposed to drink? I actually created just a bucket list, literally, because I said, I want to just call it something different other than a goal, vision, New Year's resolution, and literally take a look at it on a regular basis. So if you can't make all of those decisions today, set a time and a place and a location to do it, because that makes it real. Who's going to make a commitment to their dream today and do something different? Amen? But take time for your dream. When God gives you something, are you making room for that dream in your life? For your gifts? So today, make room, right? Make room for your gifts. Hey, happy Tuesday. It's Dare to Dream Tuesday, and I am here live with you. So let me say this. I am so excited and delighted to be here. I'm Lisa Ely, the six-figure success mentor. I'm also known as the Queen of Dreams. I just got that title a few weeks ago. Someone called me that, and it just stuck, and it's gonna stick, right? So let me say this. I want to know where you're listening in from. If you're listening live, type pound live. If you're listening replay, pound replay. If you are live or on replay, invite your friends, your besties, somebody that you know, right? Invite your friends, your bestie, your accountability partner, your business partner, your joint venture partner, somebody you're trying to impress, right? With who you know and what you know, but invite them into this space right now. Invite them to come on over to Dare to Dream and figure it out. Invite your friends. And then tell me this. Oh, I really, really, really want to know this. I want to know where you're from, where you are from. So if you're like me, I say, I live in the DMV, but I am from Ohio, from the 216, from Cleveland to be exact. And so today I'll be giving you like little updates about what's this week and all the other kind of stuff. But this I want to tell you. I'm sad because the Cleveland Browns lost. Literally, they should have won the game. I'm sad. Life continues. Yes, it does. But I am not going to lie to you and say that I'm not sad, because I am, because they've got like such a great team. But I want to know where you're from. If you're a football fan, a baseball fan, I know we're like coming to the end of baseball, and basketball is like here around the corner. So it's like 3-sport season for a little bit. But tell me about that. But before we get started, so tonight, what do we got going on? We're going to talk about the mistakes that keep you from your dream, right? That keep you from your dream. But this is what I want to know. While we're waiting for you to come in, I want some people to come in. Tell me, give me a shout out. Give me a shout out. What is your big dream? And for those of you who don't know, literally, your big dream is this. It is the dream that is so big, it is built in God. That's right. Big for us is built in God. So I want you to pound, shout out, big dream and tell me what your big dream is. And I'll share with you first. My big dream, our big dream, my husband and I, Cliff, who, by the way, celebrated his birthday on Sunday. Maybe you guys actually saw the post. We did a date night before, but it was the best recent picture, and I shared it to wish literally the love of my life happy birthday. So he celebrated a birthday, got to talk to the grandkids. Uh, Our grandson's birthday was on Monday, and he got a special gift. And he first thing he asked was it real? So we're gonna talk a little bit about that too. Like, is it real? Is your dream real? Like, are you making it real? Are you making it a reality? Because real is reality, right? But don't forget, shout out your big dream to me. Pound, shout out, big dream. But tonight we're gonna talk about these three things. But before we get there, I really want to, like just unpack some stuff for you. I've been preserving my time and my energy. As you follow me more and more, you probably realize, I go to bed early, like 9 o'clock when it gets dark, like I'm looking for cover. But let me say this, that started as a kid. And those are my boundaries. I get up early, I go to bed early. And what I learned to do is I actually have a journal to write at my bedside, but sometimes I take notes on a Google app as well. But either way, this is what I know to be true. Man, it makes all the difference to do that, because the ideas and thoughts that I have may not be for now, they could be for later, but I've got to capture them. I've got to understand. So, this is what I want you to know. I want to know what your big dream is. So, do not forget, if you are watching this on replay, if you are watching this live after we start, whatever it is, tell me your big dream. Shout it out for the world, because that's the beginning of believing it, right? You've got to believe it, receive it, achieve it, and make it happen. But until you actually verbalize it and say it, well, it's not real. It's just like our grandson got a leap pad, and it was the box, and he was opening it and trying to figure it out. What kind of gave it away was he got the headphones the day before. But let me say this, the first thing he said is it real? So I'm going to ask you, is your dream real? Is it real? Are you doing the things necessary to make this big dream real, a reality, right? In this world, not just a thought in your mind, not just words on a paper, not just wishful thinking, but literally real, right? Is it real? That's what we're talking about. And so tonight, I'm going to unpack, for the time that we have together, I'm going to unpack the mistakes that are keeping you from your dream, right? And I had 3 written down in my notes, but I'm going to say the first one is it real, right? Is it real? And real just means, like, real is it in reality? Is it something that's even possible? Is it achievable? I wrote down, um, one day we're going to unpack this a little bit, SMART goals, because they keep coming back. And what I'm learning is the things that I learned that got me to where I am are the things that I want to continue to teach you, to unpack for you, and to refresh and renew those things so that you can understand the importance. So you might be watching this on Facebook, you might be watching this on LinkedIn, or you might even be watching this on YouTube. But guess what? I've got some goals for Facebook, I've got some goals for LinkedIn, and I've got some goals for YouTube. And they must be accomplished in the real world this year in order for me to get to where I'm going next year. So reality, right? Reality is important. So I'm going to say this. So we're going to add reality to the list, and we're going to make it 4. But the first thing, literally, that is preventing you, let me just repeat it, is that your goal, your dream is not real. It's not real. Like, you haven't claimed it as real. It's like a fake box. It's kind of like you go to the store and they have the desk set up so you can see how it would look. And they have this like really cute little cardboard monitor or screen, but it's not real, right? It's not real. And the reason why it's not real is because they don't want you to card it off, right? But when you get home, you're going to put your real screen and lights and all the other kind of stuff, but it gives you an idea of what it looks like. But we want it to be built in reality, right? We want it to be built in reality. So, guess what? The first one is fear. You know, what is it? It's fear of uncertainty and doubt. You have fear, right? So, what does that mean? The number one mistake that is preventing you and keeping you from your dream is your fear, uncertainty, and doubt. My husband calls it FUD, and it is so true. In fact, I will unpack something for you. I remember 8 years ago, well, I guess it was 9 years ago now. We packed up everything from Ohio, in Cleveland, Ohio, and moved to the DMV, literally. I did not have a good idea for sure. I didn't have an offer in hand, but I just believed and I took a leap of faith. And I knew that my faith, just like that sign says right there, right? My faith is bigger than my fear. And my faith told me to take the leap. It was a risk worth taking that I could, because of faith, because of God, I could make that leap into the abyss, into uncertainty, and I could overcome the doubt because I so believed that God was calling us to a new place to do a new thing. And I'm going to tell you, I am so glad that He did, because had we not made that big leap, I'm not sure exactly where we would have ended up, somewhere along this path, but maybe not exactly where we did. So the first mistake, the first and biggest mistake is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And it is called FUD. And it is preventing so many people from reaching their full potential, from even trying, picking up the phone, right? You know you want to do the thing, but you won't even pick up the phone and inquire and figure it out. So what's number two? What's number two? Oh my. And it's the thing that I was able to overcome, and I know you can too. It's called risk aversion. You are afraid, literally. You are afraid. Number two is risk aversion. You are afraid of doing it. You are so fearful of what will happen, what people will think, what will people say about you, how will they talk about you, how will they, whatever, right? All of those things, you cannot believe it. Literally, you cannot believe it. So let me say this. What do you do? Someone asked me earlier today, I was doing a private class, literally, and oftentimes, and it was about literally about elevator pitches and other things. And how then do you present yourself as clear and confident? Sometimes it's practice, sometimes it's having clarity on what you do. So I'll give you an example of me. One of the things that's happened recently is the focus and the intention of what we do is literally shifted higher up to dreams from a specific career, but from your dream. It could be a career, it could be a business, it could even be just a dream life, or having the ability to think bigger and to make it happen and to increase the possibilities that could happen for you. And so I had decided something, but I wasn't owning it. And so what do? I teach primarily women entrepreneurs and executives how to turn their dreams into a goal that becomes a plan to take action and manifest their big dream. And I mean BIG, built in God dream. That's what I do. We also work with a few, and I mean a few good men. And maybe you're one of them. Maybe you know someone who needs that. But I'm Lisa E., the Six Figure Success Mentor. I want to know where you're from. So let's talk about the things that we've already shared, right? So the bonus literally is that it literally is that you won't even do it, right? It's not really real. I can't believe I didn't think about that first, right? It's not real, right? You need to make it real. That is so key. It is so key. This is what I get for trying to like make all of this um happen, right? So again, number one, fear. I'm gonna give you the bonus. It's not real. And then number two is risk. You're afraid to risk anything, right? But if it's worth having, it's worth risking for. It's worth working for. It's worth praying for. It's worth doing the thing to make it happen, right? So before I give you the third one, I want to share with you a couple things that are happening. So this Friday, oh my God, this is so big. This is so big. So make sure you're paying attention like right now. This Friday, I'm looking for 25 people to join me. And we will probably do a repeat of it. Not sure, but we'll see how it goes. And I'm talking about 25 big dreamers who are entrepreneurs and business executives, leaders in their field, in their career, in their business, or seeking to be, right? To join me on Friday for an intimate conversation where we're going to unpack exactly what it takes to dream big, to overcome your fear, to dream, decide, do, and not just dream, decide, do, but to own the decision and give you the support that you need to make it happen in a intimate incubator that we will reveal more details on Friday. But I'm going to tell you, if you've even been thinking about it, this is not something I'm going to advertise. I am not going to, the offer that's going to be made to the individuals in that will not be shared with the wider community. It will only be exclusively by invitation. And so literally, I'm telling you, I've been studying over these last 5 to 7 years the things that have made people successful, that have worked for us. And we are putting all of that into a special container. Dream, decide, do. And we're going to be revealing it to a small, and I mean small number, exclusive, invitation only group. There will not be a landing page. There will be none of that. This will literally be a long process. This will be work involved. It will be support. There will be learning. There'll be breakthroughs. There's going to be fun. There's going to be some crying, I know, and all of that. But at the end of it, you're going to get to the place that you never thought was possible for you. And how do I know? I know because I've done it and I've shown others how to do it and I've seen the success. In fact, I can see it on someone's face when they make the shift. It's like literally the light bulbs goes on and it's like this glow overcomes them. It's almost like a dream halo, literally. And I know that you can do it. The other thing I really want to talk about is this. I can't believe it, but we finally figured it out. Finally figured it out. We're going to have our dream challenge in December. And you know why? Because the time of year that people make the biggest impact and make the biggest progress and get started is in January, but that plan has to start in December. And so I am again going to be doing a free with some options for upgrades Dream Challenge in December. The dates are December 13th and 17th. And I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing, off the chain. I am putting together the materials, working with a small team, and I have gone through it myself. We've gone through it with some pilots, and the results have been amazing. And they're dream worthy. And I want to share it with you because I want you to join me in December so that in January you can get started out like a rocket off to your dreams in 2022. I can't believe I'm saying it, 2022. And then guess what? Before I share the third thing, I've got to share this other big thing with you. We are having the biggest, and I mean biggest blowout sale ever of all of our online stuff. Some of these courses, when I taught them live, were as much as $6,000 and $5,000 each. This is good stuff. But I'm also going to give some bonuses because I know when I go through online training, I want to have a space where I can ask questions. So we're going to create that space as well where you can ask questions. And guess what we're going to call it? The Dream Study Hall. That's right. We're going to call it Study Hall. And so we'll have some of those sessions right after Black Friday in through the end of the year, and maybe even a sprinkle or two in the beginning of the year. So you can get your questions answered about your Black Friday investment. But it is a blowout. I mean, blowout. You do not want to miss it at the end of the day. So those are the things that we have coming up. And don't forget, about every other Tuesday, we will be doing Dream, Decide, Do through December, I think the middle of December. And they're free now, but those master classes are going to be an investment in January. So if you know that you needed to dream, decide, do anything, and you need a basis, you need a bump, you need a jump start, go ahead and sign up for one of those Dream, Decide, Do sessions. Because I'm telling you, I'm also getting feedback from individuals that just from that free class, they are able to get what they need to move forward. So you probably want to know, let me do a quick repeat. So the mistakes that are keeping you, literally keeping you from your dream. One is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That's right. And the bonus that I gave you came from our grandson. And he said, is it real? Because your dream cannot be in your mind. It cannot just be on paper and pencil. It has got to be in reality in this world. You got to talk about it, share it, claim it, proclaim it. You got to own it. You got to dream, decide, and do. And you've got to take ownership for it in order for it to be real. And then number two is you cannot be risk averse, because when you're risk averse, guess what? Nothing happens because you're afraid. So I know I've been there. You've got to allow your faith, your dream, the power of that to be bigger. And I mean way bigger, way bigger than anything that could hold you back. Right. And then know, for those of us who believe God's got your back. He has got your back, right? You've figured out tougher things before. You've overcome things before. You've done things before. You got muscle memory that's associated with it. And you can do bigger and better things. And I'm here to help you. And then, so what's the third thing? You're waiting. A failure to launch. That's right. I said it. A failure to launch. You have failed to launch. You keep talking about it over and over again, and it never happens. You keep planning and you keep putting it on your calendar or putting it off. You say you're going to do the thing, but you never do it, right? It's a failure to launch. You are afraid of your own shadow and you just won't move forward. Let me say this. This one is the one that undermines just about everybody's success because you won't launch, right? And so launching really means you're planning it out. I remember, if I could share this with you, this personal story, when we were really contemplating a move across the country, we were looking at different places to go and what it meant. And we aligned all of the things and the things that we wanted and listed it out. One of the things was we wanted to move somewhere that was warmer than Ohio because my husband's from Texas. And so Texas was an option. We thought about that. We wanted to move somewhere that was progressive. We wanted to move somewhere where there were people that looked like us. There was good health care. And we wanted to be around like a cool city and places to go and be. And we wanted to have a city, I'll tell you this, if you believe it or not, where they had football, baseball, and basketball, professional sports, and education. And of course, I mentioned healthcare. And that wasn't like a 20-hour drive away from home for me, because I hadn't really ever been away from home other than college and a little bit in the military. So we ended up in the DMV, and then we started thinking about, well, what do we really need to be successful? And we created like our list of the kind of place we wanted to live, wanted to be, close to the airport, number of everything, number of bedrooms, bathrooms. We just like thought it all through. And so literally I created a binder of all of these details about how much it would cost to rent a rental truck, boxes and movers and just everything. And I am telling you, that binder made it real because I had numbers, I had people to call, I had estimates, like I had it all mapped out and planned out. And then we began to map out when we were going to do our like tests to figure it out and get a place to stay and all the other kind of stuff, mapping it out on the calendar, reserving time if that didn't work and we didn't find a place, when we would come back, and all of that, what we needed to see and look and all that. That just made it real. So we created a launch plan for ourselves, and we did everything that we could to do the things that we've been talking about. One, it made it real. We figured out what we were afraid of, what we were uncertain about, and what our doubts were related to. And we took that and unpacked it. Literally, I call it a TIA chart. And on one side, we listed fears, uncertainty, doubt. And on the other side, we balanced it with what we needed to be in place to overcome that. And then we talked about the risks, right? And if this came to pass, that came to pass, and what we were going to do. And then we created a launch plan. That's right, a launch plan. We knew when we had to pack up, when we were leaving, what it took, all the details, right? And then we pushed our way through, right? And then once we moved, we had to figure out what we're going to do with our space in Ohio. So we ended up renting it out, and we had to get it fixed up, and we had to get a real estate agent, and we had to get like maintenance people and other things all involved. But once we decided it was real and we were moving that way, that was kind of it. So this is what I want you to know. If any of this has resonated with you, and you've been making all of these mistakes and they've been keeping you from your dream, you haven't made it real, you have FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, you're risk averse, too much so, and you've had a failure to launch, right? This is what I want you to know. On Friday at 2:00, literally on Friday at 2:00, I am hosting Dream, Decide, Do. It's a business and take your business and career to the next level at 2 p.m. And that is where you can get the information. If you're watching this and you missed that, DM me, right? I'm going to put this link inside of the comments. But what I want you to know is this. I have created this space just for people like you and me who are ready to overcome, who are ready to move forward, and who want to build their faith, build their dream, and finally reach their dream destination. Not just any time, but at the right time, the prime time. This year get started so that next year you'll be launching and you'll be looking back and sharing your testimonial story. So again, I am Lisa Ely, and I'm the Six Figure Success Mentor. I am also known as the Queen of Dreams, and I am here to teach you how to turn your dreams into a goal that becomes a plan to take action to manifest your big dream. And the big for me is built in God. And I want to show you how to do it. Won't you join me on Friday? Won't you join me next Tuesday for the challenge, for the blowout Black Friday? I cannot wait to see your success happen this year to get started and next year to come and manifest it fully in reality. Take care. I am rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. I'm praying for you. I'm waiting for you. You're my assignment. Take care. Bye for now.